Good morning to one and all. On behalf of Gokhale Education Societies, Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, I, Dr. Namita Joshi, welcome you all to one-day national level webinar on innovation to commercialization, entrepreneurial skills and regulatory insights shaping the pharma industry by the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry under the aegis of Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC. So here I take privilege to introduce our Gokhale Education Society to all the viewers. The Gokhale Education Society was established on 19 February 1918 by Principal T.A. Kulkarni, who was a great social worker on the occasion of third death anniversary of Namdar Gopal Krishna Gokhale, spiritual guru of Mahatma Gandhi. The society has completed 106 years of meaningful existence and today has more than 140 units spread over 3 zones of Mumbai, Nasik, Thane, Palghar, serving 1.2 lakh students. Previously, Gokhale Education Society was led by late Principal S.B. Pandit, President, a great visionary and eminent personality, late Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, Secretary and Director General, who rendered invaluable service of 65 years in the field of education. At present, Dr. Mrs. D.P. Deshpande, Secretary, is playing a crucial role in the overall progression of Gokhale Education Society. The college has been founded in 2012. Presently, college offers M.Pharm Pharmaceutics, M.Pharm in Pharmaceutical Quality Assurance Program with the intake of 15 seats each. B.Pharm program permanently affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University with the intake of 100 seats and D.Pharm program affiliated to MSBTE Mumbai with the intake of 60 seats. Accredited by NAC for 5 years with A grade from 2023 to 2028. The college has state-of-the-art infrastructure and a lush green surrounding which provides favorable milieu for students to grow not only as good pharmacists but as world-class citizens. College has experienced and qualified staff with academic excellence. College maintains a tradition of good academic results and organizes various activities including conferences, seminars, student, faculty development programs, workshops for overall development of students and faculty to bridge the gap of academia and industry. So today I introduce you the speakers of the session and welcome to all the speakers and the audience to this one-day national level webinar. So we have our first speaker, Dr. Sachin Kushare, Senior Research Scientist, Formulation Development, Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, Research and Development. Welcome you, sir. And sir is going to speak on the topic, the pharma pipeline, unlocking exponential business opportunities. For the second session, we have Mrs. Smita Saudagar ma'am, who is an educator. She is going to speak on the topic, entrepreneurial skills and opportunities for setting up pharma business. So at the first, we had organized another session would be led by Ms. Mayuri Nikam, who was the alumni of our institution, working in Novartis, who was going to speak on global submission publishing, who is actually working in Global Submission Publishing Associate, and she was going to speak on regulatory affairs from industrial perspective. So first we are going to start with the session 1. I take this opportunity to introduce our speaker, Dr. Sachin Kushare, sir, who is the Senior Research Scientist, Formulation Development, Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, R&D. Sir is currently serving as a research scientist at Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. He specializes in development of orally inhaled respiratory products for the US, Europe, Brazil, and global markets. He is a strategic advisor, a member of industrial advisory committees for renowned academic institutions. He is also a board of studies member of multiple autonomous pharmacy institutes aligning academia with industry standards. He has a legacy in mentorship with over 15 years of academic roots. He has nurtured talent at graduate, postgraduate, and PhD levels. He has mentored more than 1,000 students for GPAT, NIPER, GATE, BITS, and drug inspector exams. He has conducted more than 873 hours of GPAT coaching using animations, videos, and virtual experiments. He is also a research guide leading PG scholars in advanced pharmaceutics projects. He has also published his research work featured by Taylor and Francis, Bentham, and Willy Interscience. He has also delivered 94 plus sessions at national seminars and conferences. So, welcome you, sir, for this national level webinar.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for inviting and introducing me so well. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. So now you can take over the session on the topic the pharma pipeline unlocking exponential business opportunities.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. I can see my presentation. I will go on with it. Hope my audio and video is fine. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. You can start.
Yes, madam. If any issues they are there, you can put it in comments. I can see comments here on the board. So you can put it in comment if my audio or if there is any disturbances in presentation, right? Thank you, madam. I will go live now. Good morning, everyone. I'm first of all thankful to MS Gosavi College of Pharmacy for inviting me in this national level seminar, and it's privilege to deliver the futuristic topic, talk on the futuristic topic, that is the pharma pipeline unlocking exponential business opportunities. So I will take you through the current scenario, what is going on there in the pharmaceutical field, and apart from that, I will take you to the future also, and what is going to happen there with the future, so that you can like this. We can discuss around various business opportunities those there in the pharmaceutical field. So let us dive in to the topic. So if you'll see, my topic title is the pharma pipeline unlocking exponential business opportunities. So obviously I'm going to talk about pharma pipeline, and if you see that pharma business is the business that involves a lot of money. So if you will launch a magic drug, that will earn a lot of money to the company. So it is always said that pharma business have exponential opportunities, business opportunities, where a lot of money can be earned. And many examples they are there within my presentation. I will go through that so that you will come to know that what is the earning potential there in the pharmaceutical business. So let us dive into the topic. Before diving into the topic, we must do one thing, and that is nothing but retrospection. So I will take you to the retrospection that currently what is going on with the field. Uh, that will help us to retrospect ourselves as a pharma field person. So if you could see, I have enlisted here the top 15, top 10 world leading pharmaceutical companies. And this is the list of year 2025. So if you'll see, Pfizer is like at the top, and there are many well-known worldwide companies that includes your Johnson and Johnson, Merck, Roche, AbbVie, then your Takeda is there, GSK is there. So a lot of pharmaceutical companies, those they are leading our field, they are there. And if you see their revenue also, that is quite big. So it's in US billions of US dollars. That is the revenue for a year. So big amount of money is being earned by many leading pharmaceutical companies, right? So this is the first thing, that pharma business is a big business. Once you launch any key molecule or magic drug that helps company to grow faster, just a single drug can make a company bigger, right? So there are a lot of examples with every company nowadays. Pfizer is leading this war just because of few monoclonal antibodies, those they are being used for anti-cancer drug. And apart from that, they are working on weight loss therapies also. They are working, like they have launched many drugs for diabetes. And apart from that, antiviral or retroviral, you can say, medicines, they are being also launched by Pfizer. And just because of that, they are topping 2025's year in the revenue. Apart from that, Johnson and Johnson, they are there, and many other companies. Apart from that, they are there. And you'll be amazed to see that there is no Indian company there in the list, just because Indian companies, they are majorly involved in generic drug development, right? And no doubt, Indian companies nowadays, they are involved in typical, what we say, core research also. They're investing a lot of money in the core research. So output for that will take a little bit time, and I think soon this list will be bigger than the normal, with inclusion of Indian companies, right? So that's the thing. And now this is the next slide that represents top pharma drugs that's being sold there in the world. And if you see many brands, they include the therapies that are required for anti-cancer therapy, antiviral therapy, retroviral therapy, you can say, and most important, diabetes and weight management. So this year was like completely it was ruled by weight loss management drugs. You might have heard few brands there worldwide, and in India also few months back, that treatment was approved by CDSCO. So in India also, that molecules are getting famous. Many stars, they have used this medicine, like Karan Johar and many other actresses. They have used this drug for weight loss management, and that is nothing but Ozempic, Vega and Ozempic. Semaglutide, that is nothing but the GLP-1 inhibitor that is widely being used there in India. Earlier, it was not approved there in India, but a few months back, it was approved in India by CDSCO for diabetes management. But people are using it for weight loss management, as it is look-alike of glucagon. And because of that, the food intake capacity or the hungriness that reduces. So we'll see, once such sort of molecules, the problem solving molecules, they come in the market, they help company grow. So, and that is the target for any business. This is the thing, that what you bring into the market and how it goes ahead, right? So definitely, I think that for next 2-3 years at least, this semaglutide, that is your Ozempic and Wegovy, they will rule the market for weight loss management as well as diabetes management. As we know very well that India is the capital of diabetic patient. Worldwide, it is known for its diabetic cases as well as hypertension cases. So definitely in India, a lot of sale that will be there. Many research they are ongoing with this semaglutide molecule also. Currently, this formulation is being delivered as a subcutaneous injection, and once a week therapy that is being utilized. So that is not so patient friendly. So many pharmaceutical companies, they are working around oral intake of this semaglutide, as well as other routes like inhalable route for this administration of semaglutide. So in near future, you will be able to see many other dosage forms, many other routes of this semaglutide. So this was just an example. So a lot of things they are going on the in the field. But if you see the current example, this is a very renowned example that is leading pharmaceutical companies towards the success. So Novo Nordisk is the company. They are earning a lot earlier in India. Again, in my next slides, that will be there. But in India earlier, before this Vegoy or your Monjaro, or we can say semaglutide molecule, there was derived insulin that was administered by the patient for diabetes management. And Mixtard was the brand that was very famous in India. I think this position of Mixtard will be soon taken over by this semaglutide molecule by many other companies. So they are doing marketing in very strong way in alliance with pharmaceutical companies. So I think this will be the bigger thing in near future, at least for next 2 3 years. So that was the thing about top 10 or topmost sale drug in worldwide market in the pharma. The case here for India is represented a top 10 molecules or top 10 brands being sold in India last year. So if you see, the Mixtard is the molecule as I spoke, that Mixtard by Novo Nordisk. This is nothing but a insulin being sold by pre-filled syringes of insulin. They are there, sold by Novo Nordisk, and that is used for diabetes management in patient type 1 diabetes patient as well as type 2 diabetes patients. So on the number two, Lantus is there. That is by Sanofi. That is also a derivative of your insulin. And if you see the list here in the top 10 list of the India, you will find that diabetes is at the top, and second important thing that is there in the list is Liu 52, which is being sold by Himalaya. So this is the great thing, that the herbal medicine being manufactured by Himalaya is on the top list. It is at the seventh position. So what we should take out of this list is not just what is being sold. We must think about the patients, number of patients being getting treated. That indicates the current scenario of the patient population. So you can say that India is being suffered from diabetes, and that is management is going on. Apart from hypertension is also being treated, and liver diseases, fatty liver is upcoming disorder, you can say, that will be there as a major in India. And Liv 52 is being prescribed for that purpose only. People do have liver issues, fatty liver grade 1 grade 2 issues, and cirrhosis issue, though they are not consuming alcohol, just because of high intake of carbohydrates, sugars. They are suffering from this fatty liver thing, and that must be treated. And Leaf 52 is one of the most favorable option, herbal option or Ayurvedic option. So that do have great sale there in India, and I think soon it will be sold in other continents also. In Africa is also it is being sold in good amount. So apart from that, if you see, Dufeston is there, which is used for treatment of like pregnancy cases. So that is again a major thing in Indian pharmaceutical market. There are a lot of patients who are not getting conceived, right? And they are not getting just after many treatment patterns also, they are not able to conceive naturally. So Dufeston is being used for that purpose. And similar kind of medicines will be or like progesterone derivatives and other derivatives, hormonal derivatives, they will be used for this treatment. So that will be also a part of future. As like Japan, I think that in near future India will also face problem in case of pregnancies. People will suffer a lot, like in, you can say, conceiving, right? So Japan population has already is on decline. Similarly, India is facing that sort of problem. I think next decade India population will decline just because of this reason. And so as a solution for this particular problem, a lot of peoples, they are preferring IVF, in vitro fertilization, for that purpose. So that is on the high, and I think next decade will be ruled by these IVF treatment as well as medicines for these typical problems. And last on the list is like your thyronorm, which is nothing but a thyroxine, levothyroxine. So since like I can say 1940, Indian peoples are suffering a lot for their thyroid issues, hypothyroidism. Since then, government has also implemented iodized salt there in the diet. Still, people are suffering from like thyroid issues, and for balancing that hypothyroidism, this thyronorm is being prescribed, who is being manufactured by Abbott, levothyroxine sodium. So these are the current issues. Means like peoples are getting prescribed with these medicines, and just because of that huge sale that is there. But this is not enough. Like there will be a lot of many new cases that we will discuss in the future perspective, so that business can be developed around that. So let us move to next slide. By that way, you will come to know that which are big pharmaceutical companies there in the India by the revenue. You will see the top since like last 2-3 decades, Sun Pharma is ruling Indian pharmaceutical market. That is the topper, you can say, by revenue. A lot of revenues are earned by Sun Pharma in India. I'm just talking about India. It's not the overall revenue. So many big brands they are there, like Cipla, Lupin, even Intas, Zydus, Glenmark is also there on the list. Mankind, and many others. Even Wockard was also there in the list. So these are top 15 companies by revenue. That is the last year revenues that is considered for India. And globally, again, most of pharmaceutical companies in India, they are big giants because they are covered many markets like your African continent or rest of the world continent, European continent, US continent. So they are earning a lot. So as we are well known in the world as a generic hub or pharmacy of India, we are delivering a lot of medicines to the world. So we'll see that how we are impacting global world. If we'll see how we are leading as a global leader in the pharmaceutical industry, you can say that 50% of global demand of vaccines that is supplied by Indian pharmaceutical companies. So Serum Institute of India is there, or like many other organizations like your Biocon is there, or many other vaccine companies they are there. They are producing a lot for other markets in the world, and that caters around 50% global demand. Apart from that, 40% of generics, those they are supplied in US, they are being manufactured there in India. 25% of medicines being sold in UK are manufactured in India. And by production, if you consider, India is the third largest country which is producing a lot of pharmaceutical goods, and they're being exported there in various countries. So the still those though we are manufacturing a lot of medicines, we are at the third position. By revenue, we are earning at the 14th position. And as you know it very well, US is leading this particular war. US, then China, and then at third place, India is there. So that is the thing. So roughly you can say that India is leading, and in next decade, I think India will be there in the top two. We will be soon reaching to the second position in pharmaceutical production, because a lot of research is going on, a lot of generic manufacturing and innovations they are going on. So I think in next decade, definitely we will be there on the second, and if everything goes fine, we will be leading this list in case of productions. So that was about the global leadership by the Indian like market. So what the futuristic thing says is that our market will expand by like US dollar 120 to 130 billion by 2030. So it will be a bigger thing. And just because of many things they are there in the pipeline, there will be soon a lot of medicines, a lot of molecules they will be coming in the market. We will see a lot of new chemical entities, new antibiotics. They are being approved there in India, and they will be again approved globally also, so that business will be expanded a lot. So we can say that there are great opportunity light there in the pharmaceutical field, and there is a bigger pipeline for and roadmap ahead for pharmaceutical field. So if anybody wish to do a business there in the pharmaceutical field, there is a great chance. You just have to identify the right thing. So let me talk about that. That is nothing but a future, what is going to happen in the future and what will help you set up the business. So again, let me tell you that pharma field that require huge amount of money, huge amount of investment that is required. So this is the first thing, that if you do have a lot of funds, or if anybody is funding your business, you can earn a lot. You can earn money exponentially. If you will invest a 1 rupee, you can earn thousands of rupees against that. So it's an exponential growth. So definitely that can be achieved in the pharmaceutical field. So I will let you and take you through the futuristic things that are going to happen, so that you can set up your business accordingly. So let us dive into the future. So this is just a summary. I will talk about everything one by one. But new age research is ongoing on various things. As you are aware that AI is leading every field. How pharma field will remain behind. So AI is being utilized for drug discovery and development. Lot of companies, they are using this for drug discovery and development nowadays. So if you see, current example is of your Pfizer, Novo Nordisk. They're using it, these AI tools, machine learning, for synthesizing their new molecules. And they observed that by just using AI, their cost is reduced by 30 to 40%. So it's a big amount. So in next few slides, I will show you that how much time and how much money that is required for deriving new drugs and discovering new development. So that was the thing. Again, apart from that, another thing is going on, that is nothing but precision and personalized medicine. This is nothing but nowadays, for example, if you are taking paracetamol, everybody is taking paracetamol as a standard dose, that is nothing but 500 milligram. In some cases it is 650 milligram. So that is a standard dose. But every individual requires different dose according to their genetic structure or genetic makeup, you can say, and accordingly that dose increases or reduces. So next set of research that is going on around personalized medicine, so that exact amount of the drug that is required for any treatment, that will be defined patient specific. So these sort of things, they have already started going on there in US, UK, and some Arabian countries, where money doesn't matter, treatment does matter. This personalized medicine that will help to reduce sort of, you can say, side effects and adverse effects being represented by uh, present drugs. So next future will be the precision and personalized medicine. To assist that precision and personalized medicine, there will be huge research going on there in genomics, pharmacogenomics, cell therapy, gene therapy, especially your CRISPR technology and CAR T cell therapy, 3D printing, that is also known as polypills. Even you can say that in US, many 3D printed drug deliveries, they are already being approved. A lot of drugs used for treatment of Alzheimer's, then your cancer therapy, and many other immunological disorders, they are being approved as a polypills, or you can say 3D printed drugs. So that will be a future, that personalized medicine. For that, this 3D printing will be utilized a lot, right? Means you can say that if a patient is sitting there in India and he want to take treatment from US, that can be digitally taken, and your drug can also be printed in the 3D printed machine. So that's the future. So if anybody set up the business around this, there will be huge amount of returns that person is going to get. Apart from that, next thing that is going to happen is smart manufacturing. Nowadays what happens is bulk manufacturing is happening, that is being like purged there in the different markets through sales and marketing teams, supply chain, you can say. So that is a little bit unorganized, but by using the digital era, a lot of things can be done. And the supply chain can be eventually made easier for you can say supplying medicines, and for that purpose pharma 4 version is being like explored. Their medicines will be manufactured and tracked in its like real time basis. That means nowadays counterfeiting of many drugs that is happening, right? Malpractice of providing duplicate medicines is being done. Though it is punishable offense, uh, this particular malpractice is going on, and to avoid that, many pharmaceutical companies they are tagging these medicines with some devices, IoT devices, which will help tracking that medicines until that is being delivered to the patient. And by that means supply chain and tracking of medicine can be done in the futuristic way. So that is the near future, that is smart manufacturing and pharma 4. Apart from that, a digital transformation, or it can be said as beyond the pill, that can be again future. Nowadays you can see that there are many people those they are using smart watches. That smart watches can provide heart rate, oxygen concentration, and in some watches ECG is also provided, especially Apple Watch. So that is the near future. Wearable devices for patient management and you can say analyzing the patient will be the era. Like many patients will wear few devices. By that mean physicians and doctors will come to know that what is the current status of the patient. If they require any medicine, that will be also delivered through digital manner. There will be depot formulation, or in current scenario, if you want to say, insulin pumps they are available. Earlier patient has to take insulin there in subcutaneous area by injecting themselves with the pre-filled syringes. Nowadays insulin pumps they are available. They are connected with the continuous glucose monitoring kit, and this continuous glucose monitoring kit, they just identify the amount of blood sugar, and accordingly they releases insulin. So the insulin pumps they are there, 15 days or 1 month therapy or 1 month dose that is there in the insulin pump, that patient has to just wear around their abdomen. That's the thing. So next era will be the live tracking and supplying the medicine on the time. So this is going to happen in near future. So if you develop any technology around this, there will be a great opportunity, great and tremendous amount of opportunity there in that business. So we'll go through these typical new age research one by one. So first thing is your AI driven drug discovery and development. If we'll see, AI has take over many data, you can say data driven systems. So data analysis and its prediction is very important in current era. So I will give you here an example. If you see the drug discovery, that is the critical thing in the pharmaceutical field. That take a lot of money. If any company has to invest or discover any new molecule, they have to invest a lot of money there in initial research. So there, what they do is they follow phase one, preclinical, phase two, and phase three. That includes a lot of human volunteers, patient volunteers, and because of that the maintenance cost is huge, and the huge amount is invested, and it is not sure that after doing this they will get a success. So success rate is very less, around 5 to 6% of drugs out of 100 drugs they comes into the market after doing all these exercise. So huge amount is wasted, and just because of your AI, this sort of thing they will be reduced. The molecule, its activity, they will be checked by AI itself. There will be a machine learning sort of thing. Data sets will be provided through machine learning. Your drug molecules and their efficacy, they will be virtually tested, and if you have to curtail down the list of medicines, that can be curtailed down at that instance only. So very success rate of getting a typical precision medicine or accurate medicine accurate target, that is very good there with the AI driven drug discovery and development. So that is the thing that will be the next era. Already Novo Nordisk, Pfizer, then your Takeda, your GSK, they have already started using AI for their drug discovery and development. They are saving a lot of cost, time through these AI models they have built up. Soon, a lot of AI models they will be there for different diseases, disorders, and you will be able to see a lot of new molecules there in the market. The next thing is genomic and pharmacogenomics. This is very since last decade, a lot of research is going on genomics and pharmacogenomics. So a lot of work is being done on DNA and RNA. There is gene database being prepared. Every individual is analyzed for their genetic structure, DNA structure, you can say gene structure, and they are analyzed for their probable diseases, disorders. If you see in current world, many peoples, they are doing this genetic analysis, and by that they will come to know about typically cancer, which type of cancer susceptibility that patient do have, that can be identified using this genetics. So suppose for example in India, if anybody do have uterine cancer, if any female do have uterine cancer, so there are great chances that it will be there in the genes of family, and that will be carried over by every next generation that comes. So if that awareness is there, this uterine cancer can be easily prevented. So that sort of things, that sort of research that is going on. So whatever immunological disorders they are there, cancer disorders they are there, or immunity against various viral diseases, bacterial diseases that is there, that can be achieved through your genomics and pharmacogenomics. So just by using that technology, dose reduction can be also achieved, and side effects that can be also reduced. So that research is ongoing. So in next upcoming era, gene mapping of every person will be done, and based on that gene mapping, medicines will be provided. So customized or precision medicine we were talking about, that will be soon a real picture there in next decade. So everybody will be taking personalized medicine according to their genetic structure, right? Doses will be also defined based on that, and same representation has been done there in the slide. Next major thing that is happening currently, also it is happening, but it will be happening there on the huge scale, and that is nothing but the 3D printed drugs. Initially typical research was done there on drugs like theophylline and paracetamol, aspirin, as like that. But nowadays big molecules like your many immunomodulators, anti-cancer drugs, antiviral drug, antibiotics, they are being invented for 3D printing. As these molecules, they are becoming resistant, right? Yeah, especially viral and bacterial infection. Once like you use these antibiotics and antiviral drugs, there is a viral or a bacterial resistance. So that is just because of overuse of these medicines, and that can be easily avoided by personalized sort of dosage form, and that can be achieved through your 3D printing. So 3D printing is a future. So a lot of drugs soon you will be able to see through 3D printing, and there are great chances that pharmacies will be there with the 3D printing tools. Even physicians also will have their own 3D printers for like treating patients. So that is going to be upcoming future. I was talking about digital transformation and the new era that is nothing but beyond the pill. So, as I told you, the example of your insulin pumps, the diabetes management using insulin pump. So, a lot of apps they are being prepared, or a lot of wearable devices, a lot of sensors are there that are being designed just to sense that what is happening there with the patients. So that variable there, they will be there, they will be synced with your mobile app. That mobile will app will be connected to cloud will have data sets that will be trained with the AI and machine learning, that will help identify various issues with the patient, and soon in few seconds that patient will get the indication that what that patient has to take or how that patient has to get treated, right? So I one example, a real time example that I always quote is of Scanado Scout. So that will be they are designing a lot of apps and variables, but one example is there, and that is nothing but these particular data sets, they are driving the, you can say, treatment patterns. For example, in your area, suppose dengue is there. Okay, so dengue is there, but you are not aware that in your area dengue patients they are there, right? But through such a system and variables and cloud system, and location tagging, patients in that persons in that area, whoever are using that apps, they will come to know that yes, in that particular area dengue patients are there, and there is high susceptibility that you can also get infected by the dengue, right? And that can be easily avoided. So prevention that can be also done with help of such kind of technologies, right? So contagious diseases can be avoided with this new age technology. Treatment is the latter part, but prevention of disease is very important, right? So by using vaccination or by taking proper precaution, these particular diseases, disorders, they can be avoided, and that will be a new era in upcoming days. So that is nothing but your digital transformation, and for that apps and various wearable devices, geotagging, data generation, data collection, that will be done. So that is the near future. Those they are interested in software development, they can definitely enter into this phase. Microsoft, Google, they are working on such a models on huge, right? The major thing and next major thing that is going to happen is biotechnologicals and biosimilars. Nowadays, if you see the pharmaceutical markets, they are completely ruled by chemical molecules, right? The next upcoming decades, they will be ruled by biotechnological molecules. So biotechnology and biosimilar is the future. If you see, even in various various companies, they are investing a lot of money in research of biotechnological molecules and biosimilars, especially monoclonal antibodies, vaccines, even cancer vaccines. They are also being researched. Soon there will be few vaccines, though those will be treating various types of cancers. A lot of research is going on there in Russia, US, and even in India. So there are a lot of opportunities there in biotechnology field. The biotechnology giant there in India include your Biocon, Serum Institute is there, then your you can say various other companies like Glenmark, Cipla, Zydus. They are also investing a lot in biotechnological development. Reliance Industry has invested a lot there in biotechnological industry and biosimilars. So a lot of new biotechnological molecule for treating various diseases will be soon reality there in the near future, and you can say that next 3 decades will be ruled by this technology, as automation is the key. This depot formulation of biotechnological product will be soon utilized for that purpose. So those they are interested in doing business there in biotechnological and biosimilars, they have to be there with the thorough knowledge of biotechnological field. So that is must. And there are a lot of processing involved, as like pharmaceutical processing. That is also a key thing. So manufacturing biotechnological and biosimilar product will be the you can say key area in next few decades. This is the interesting thing that is happening with India, and those they are interested. This is the, you can say, low cost business. You just have to be aware about what we say, which is the place that provides good amount of or good kind of treatment. I will give you an example. In UK, if you want to do a dental treatment, there is a waiting of 6 months to 12 months, right? That depends on the severity. If severity is there within 3 months or 1 month time, you can treat yourself, right? But for many other typical dental problems, there is waiting of 6 months to 12 months. So nowadays, many UK people they are coming there in India for dental treatment. Just a 1 day appointment is available, and very good services they are available. So medical tourism will be the next thing that is happening in India, as we do have a lot of physicians, doctors there, and specialists there in India. India will be ruling medical tourism of the world. Many patients from African continent, Arabian continent, even UK and US continent, they will be soon coming there in India for their medical treatment. Many heart surgeries of Arabian countries population, they are being done in India. They are done in the cheaper way, and they are done in like a couple of weeks, you can say. They just have to travel to India on the medical visa. Within 1 or 2 week, their surgeries or their treatment will be done, and after 2 weeks they can travel back to their country. So this is going to be a huge thing there in India. So there are ample of opportunities. Few companies they are driving this particular medical tourism in India with their tie-ups to the big hospital chains like your Apollo or Sahyadri, as like that. But again, the case is there is good scope there to run this medical tourism business just through your contacts. You can set a platform through which you can route global patients to India, and even you can earn. So this will be a bigger business in upcoming days. So as I spoke earlier, that digital health will be the next key area, and same thing that is there, that prevention, cure, and treatment of patients will be done with by the digital way, and for that purpose, like many sensors, many variables they are being used, apps they are being used, and that is going to drive the patient health in next upcoming decades. So that was the future, and like if you ask me that what will be happening, or what can help us on in next few years, then API business government is promoting, as we are a lot dependent there on the China for many molecules. Government has like government has came up with many schemes and fundings for API manufacturer. So in upcoming area, India will be the major chemical supplier to the way, major API supplier to the world. Apart from that, people are working on many chemicals, those they are required as a precursor for preparing these or synthesizing these APIs. So that is also funded by government. A lot of tax waivers they are provided by government. So in near future, this business will also run better. Apart from that, there are few allied pharmaceutical businesses that can lead better there in the next decade, and that includes first is like raw material API and chemicals that we already spoke. But again, many chemicals or many excipients they are required in pharmaceutical system. I will quote here one simple example of sugar. You will see a lot of sugar is being used in syrups, so huge consumption that is there, right? So leading player then there in India is MB Sugar, who provide pharmaceutical grade sugar for pharmaceutical purpose. What they did is what they need to do for providing pharmaceutical grade sugar is they just has to treat this sugar and fit it into the pharmaceutical specifications, right? Especially microbial specification, particle size specification, and heavy metals and contamination specification. Once that is done, it can be used as a pharmaceutical grade. So interestingly, that requires very low cost, right? While preparing sugar, if you take care of these specifications, that can be easily produced, and in low cost that can be produced. If you see the typical sugar that you get in the market for day-to-day use, that cost around 40 to 50 rupees per kg. However, pharmaceutical grade of sugar, depending on its quality, that ranges from 100 to 200 or 300 rupees per kg, right? So there is huge cost difference, and huge earnings can be done just by treating it in specifications, right? So such sort of businesses can be done. Apart from sugar, microcrystalline cellulose, lactoses, and many other excipients like starch, they are being used in pharmaceutical field on huge. Even talc, magnesium stearates, they are used in huge amount. So if you can provide them in low cost and quality option, there is huge potential. So this is also one of the better option for business opportunities. As I have said that there will be huge opportunity in pharmaceutical manufacturing, especially your biotechnological and 3D printing area. The equipments required for that purpose, or pharmaceutical equipment for manufacturing, they will be also having huge potential. So whatever pharma grade equipments they are there, they cost a lot, and there will be huge earnings therein in this equipment manufacturing. So those they are interested, they can like run their business for manufacturing this equipment. As you are aware that cosmetic industry is growing on their huge earlier if you see like 5 or 10 decades back, cosmetics had very low volume, right? Very few people's, or the people's those they had good economic conditions, they were using cosmetics. But nowadays, the use of cosmetics that has been increased on huge. And if you have to take some names in current scenario, there are few companies like Sugar Cosmetics and Mama Cosmetics. They have come up with many formulations and they grown big in the current scenario. So there is large scope in cosmetic production use. Research is going on there in cosmetics also. Lot of molecules, lot of formulations, they are being derived, and soon they will be coming there in the market. So those they are interested in cosmetic production, they can earn a lot, as the manufacturing cost of your cosmetics is very low, but selling cost is huge, right? Shampoos, those are being sold like in 1,000 to 2,000 rupees rate, are being manufactured in just 50 to 100 rupees. So there is huge exponential in earning in cosmetics, and just because of that reason, these cosmetics companies has grown big. So there is still good potential there in cosmetic production, and that can be taken forward for as a business opportunity. Apart from that, perfume production is also a good option. The good example is like Fog by Vinny Laboratories. In last decade, they have ruled this perfume market in India, and globally also they are leading good. And still there are good chances if anybody do have good skills in perfume manufacturing, good things can be achieved. Good amount of revenue can be achieved. Next big thing that is going to happen is Ayurvedic and herbal formulations. In India, we are using it widely, but government is taking effort to fit this into global scenario. So soon, globally, these Ayurvedic formulations, they will be like supplied there in different market in, like you can say, African continent. Already African continent is using good amount of Ayurvedic medicines. Then you are especially the major issue with this Ayurvedic medicine is their specifications. Heavy metals, especially specification about heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and all. That is a typical part of your plant produce. So if there will be a control on these heavy metals, it will be widely accepted there in different parts of the world, and government as well as many herbal pharmaceutical companies, they are taking effort. As I gave you the example of Himalaya, that Leaf 52 is being sold on huge in India. Many other brands like Patanjali, Dabur, Vico, Jhandu, Badhanath, Imami, they will Charak, they will be selling huge there in worldwide market as a you can say alternative therapy. So there is still huge scope there in the herbal medicine if we make it potent and very specified, that it will be globally accepted for its purposing. So I think there is big potential there in this business also. that can be explored easily by many peoples in next decade. Apart from that, there are many allied business ideas like pharmacy chains, pharmacy franchise, manufacturing, pharmaceutical manufacturing, raw material manufacturing. Marketing is also option. Cosmetic production, as we already spoke. Surgical products. This is very important. The use of surgical products has grown large since last decade, and it seems that it will grow by 5 or 6 times in next decades. Right. So the typical medication system has turned to the you can say bigger thing now, and for that these surgical products they are required. Hospitalization and routine hospital checkups that has also increased, and because of that this surgical product consumption that has also increased. So there will be bigger scope in surgical products. I think it will be growing 5 or 6 times in next decade. So that is also one of the available opportunity there for pharmaceutical field. Then apart from that, OTC manufacturing is a big thing. The current example, if you have to give for allergic rhinitis, dermatitis, a lot of OTC medicines they are being sold. Government is approving that medicines as a OTC product, and as that does not require any prescription, huge sales they are there. So many pharmaceutical companies they are focusing on manufacturing OTC drugs. So this is also a good area where one can invest and grow potentially, right? Apart from that, medical devices is also a big area that is going to come. As I told you, that wearables they are being utilized for purposing prevention, cure, and treatment. These medical devices will be required for that purpose, and those they do have good skills in manufacturing these medical devices. They will be earning a lot. So this is also a potential business in upcoming area. For that, again, you just have to get a sound knowledge about polymer and polymer system. The example of medical devices include like your inhalers, then your pacemakers, even your wearable devices like your BP monitors, and they also included there in the medical devices part. So many regulations are being explored for your medical devices, and it will be a part of your future. So apart from that, supplying for all these purposes will be also you can say good opportunity. So whatever things we discussed here in this presentation, that will be having huge potential, and for that the raw material or goods those they are required for doing these things, they will be also in huge demand, right? So similar thing can be taken up, and good business opportunities they can be achieved there, right? So I think that's it for the pharma pipeline and the future of pharmaceutical business. If you do have any queries, you can ask it in comment section. I will definitely answer them, or else we can conclude our session here. Yes, if you do have any queries, you can ask in comment section.
If
Please,
you have any queries, audience can share their questions.
comment section is open. You can comment there.
Okay, sir. There are no queries, looks like. Okay. Thank
Right.
you, sir. Thank you, sir, for
Thank
this
you, madam.
valuable. Thank you for this
Yeah.
valuable session, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for opportunity, madam. Hope
Yes.
our audience has got good insights there through this presentation. It was little concise as time allotted was only 1 hour. but I think they might have taken up many things out of this. I will be definitely happy to help if anybody is interested in such sort of businesses. Right, I'm available for this. I'm open for this. Thank
Uh,
you for inviting me, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights and your deep knowledge on the pharmaceutical business areas. Okay, sir has shared valuable insights on the opportunities of pharma business, pharma industry, the raw material manufacturing, equipment manufacturing, and lot of areas of opportunities like perfume manufacturing or the cosmetic industry in the pharma industry. So there are many fields, allied fields, which can be taken opportunity of, and that gives good employment opportunities in the pharma field. So thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge with us and sparing your valuable time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening it patiently. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.